I don't think I will ever get used to seeing people die. Oh. Seriously, I think that's the only way I'm having issues now in this nursing this thing now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chinaza, your favorite YouTuber. And if this is your first time, my name is Chinaza. You can call me Chinaza or Chichimwa. And if this is, not your first time, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
And thank you so much for clicking on my video, and I hope after seeing this video you will see my other videos and you watch to the very end, because many of them are actually very interesting. I am a YouTuber based in Nigeria. I do a lot of videos like vlogs, commentaries, lifestyle content, and yeah. So in today's video I'm actually going to be talking about my first death experience in clinical posting as a nursing student. And it happened that before I got into nursing school, I do not go to the hospital. None of my family members go to the hospital. Like we don't fall sick in our house, and that's like what God has blessed us with, good health. Like we do not visit the hospital. I can say yes. I can't remember the last time I went to the hospital before I entered school of nursing, apart from I'm in school of nursing now. I'll go to clinical posting and all that. So like I really don't go to the hospital. If I've gone to the hospital before I entered nursing school, if I go to the hospital, probably when I was born, and when my grandma was very sick, I think, and when my friend's mom was sick, because my friend was out of the country at that time, so I usually go to the hospital to see her mom that was sick. So like I really do not go to the hospital at all. And the very first time I actually went to the hospital to visit my friend's mom, that was when I knew that there were a lot of problems in this world, because I actually saw people that had young girls of, let's say, 21, 22 having fibroid. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I actually thought fibroid was for older women and all that. But in today's video I'm going to be talking about how my first death experience in nursing school clinical posting went. Oh my goodness, let's get into it. Get into it. So before I got into nursing school, like nursing was not something I wanted to do. Like it's not like I never found that profession interesting. Do you get? Like I never thought it was that interesting, I never found it funny, I never found it entertaining, I just found it annoying.
Never found you funny. I never found you entertaining. I never found you smart. I just found you annoying.
But when I got into nursing school, I fell in love in the process. Nursing for me was not love at first sight. It was in the process that I felt yeah. Is there any the process that I shall fall in love with nursing? And like I really love the course now. Like I cannot even, my phone made, like, let's say 60% of things in my phone are nursing, and 20% is YouTube, while the rest is just my personal things. Nursing is life. Like I really enjoyed the process and all that. My first hospital experience was when after PTS exam, because it's not a university nursing, it's like a college of nursing, like a school of nursing that is supposed to be 3 years. So I went to, after PTS exam I passed and all that. 6 months is for the PTS. We expected to come back and resume word posting. I was excited because like I'm not, this is not where I used to go to normally. It's like when they say you're going to somewhere you have not gone to, or you're not used to. So like I really wanted to know what's up, what nursing students do, like what's going on in the world. So it happened that they shared the students into different wards. They had some go to male ward, some went to female ward, some went to the theater, some went to OB ward, some went to the accident and emergency ward, some went to the arts patient department, OPD ward. And like I was posted to the theater. When I was going to the theater, I was like, this small child that doesn't even know the the surface of, you know, anything, like anything about nursing. How is this person going to, how am I going to cope in theater? I was, you know, I actually wanted to go. So the first time I went to the theater, I think we had like just one patient, and the patient was supposed to do CS, and I saw that. I'm going to talk about my first theater experience. Probably after this video, the next video will be like my first theater experience in nursing school. So like that passed, and sometimes we go to the ward, there's no person that wants to do any operation like whatsoever. So my friend was in, you know, my friend was in female ward at that time, and I'm someone that is very curious to know what's happening in other wards. So when there is no when there's nothing to do in the theater, I'll, you know, dodge and go to the female ward, because I really wanted to know like what was happening. So when we come back to the hostel, she'll be telling me, okay, this happened in our ward, like we had this woman with this case, there's this patient with this case, this patient with so case. I'm like, I really want to know what's up with this patient. Like, I really want to know what's up with these cases. Like, I was so anxious. So one of these days, I was on, after, I think, okay, I was on morning, and that my friend was on night duty. And, you know, I went to my morning duty, and she said she was on night. I'm like, you know what? There's no time for me to be coming to female ward and, you know, be learning more. So I'm going to follow you to, I'm going to come with you to night duty, because the next day I was supposed to be on afternoon. I was on off. I can't really remember. So I said I was going to follow her to, you know, the female ward. We got there, and hey God, oh God, there I just look at the patient. They were like, the nurse there was like, student nurses go through the patient files and know their, you know, their diagnosis. So I was like, okay, I went through the patient's file. I was seeing different things. They had a lot of diabetic patients. So we're going through the patient files, and, you know, the woman was, the nurse there on duty was like, I've never seen your face before. Is there your ward? Like, are you a student nurse? I said, yes, I'm a student nurse. I was posted to the theater, but I want to learn more. So, you know, I followed someone to a female ward, and she was like, okay, that's nice. So some of the student nurses were trying to put me through on, you know, what's happening in the ward, how the ward, they had like medical section, they had people that just returned from surgery, they had gynecology section. So they were just trying to tell me more about the ward. So in the wards, there were different patients, and normally, yeah, what they do normally is, you know, tell student nurses, okay, this is your patient for today, this is your patient for this day, you know, stuff like that. But it wasn't like that. So she asked us, do we want it like that? Do we want her to give us our patient, or we should all work together? And we agreed that we should all work together. And, you know, we're doing vitals. You know, normally you check when you resume duty, you have to check the vitals of patients. You have to know their BP, their respiration, and, you know, whatnot. It happened that everybody had already started doing the vital signs. So there was this other patient. I think she's an elderly person. I can't really remember her age, but she had like CCF, which is congestive cardiac failure, which is a condition that happens when your heart cannot pump enough blood for your whole body to use. So sometimes the body gets its blood and fluid from the lungs, gets its blood and fluid from the lungs and your legs, I think so, instead of from your heart, you know. So that's the condition that she had at that time, and she was very obese. Like, she was very, very obese. Even the hospital bed itself could not even contain her. Like, she was that obese. So it was, everybody had taken their patient. It was now remaining like me. I haven't taken any patient, and I saw the woman, so I was like, okay, let me just have this patient. Let me go through her. Let me check her BP. It was just the patient. I was like, okay, you know what, that's cool, that's okay.
That's cool, it's okay. That's okay.
So when I got to the patient, normally we're taught that when you want to, you know, carry out a procedure on a patient, you have to take permission. So I was like, good evening, ma. You know, stenos, blah blah blah. I didn't even say that. I think I didn't even say that. So I was like, good evening, ma. I'm here to check your blood pressure, and she didn't say anything. Like, I was like, okay. And when she didn't say anything, like, I could understand, like, you know, psychologically she wanted me to do it, but she did not know how, like she could not say it, like she didn't have strength to just say do it. So I understood that if she had, done like her face somehow, I would have just, okay, that would do it, left her alone.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
And she gave me the permission with her body language, and I carried out, I was trying to put the pressure cuff around her hand. She was really big that the pressure cuff could not really go around, so I was even struggling to. She didn't even, like, she was not supporting my job by raising her hand a bit, so I had to struggle to put the pressure cuff around her hand. And when I managed to do that, I checked the BP. I didn't even hear anything. That's the funny truth. I did not hear anything. And normally, what some people would do is just to manipulate figures and just put that, okay, that is their blood pressure. But like, I didn't want to do that. I don't know. I don't find it comfortable manipulating figures. So I had to call my friends. That was the person that was the supposed person that's supposed to be in that ward, which was my friend that was on night duty. So I called her and I was like, babe, see, I'm not hearing anything. Come and listen. If you would be able to hear anything, get any anything. So she she checked and she was saying she didn't hear anything either. So I was like, you know what, let's call the nurse on duty. And we actually called her, and she checked, she didn't say anything. So I was like, okay, let me just ask this nurse to be able to be sure that it wasn't my ears playing tricks on me. So when I asked her, ma, please, did you hear anything? She said, yeah, she had it, but it was faint, that it was very light and all that. It was only people that are experienced that can get the figures. So we're done with all the vitals. So she sat down on her seat and she was like saying, oh God, let this night be peaceful for me. I don't want any problem this night. I don't want these patients to have any problem this night. My shift is blessed. She was kind of praying on behalf of her shift, that her shift should be peaceful and calm. She doesn't want any problem this night. And we know what was happening. The patient started gasping for air, like she wanted to die or something. Like, I was very scared because I have not experienced anybody died in my presence before. That was the first time. And we're trying to fix the oxygen, and not trying to call the doctor. The doctor said he was busy with another patient in May ward. It was just, oh God, goodness. But before the doctor came, say fair, patient has already kicked the bucket. Everybody was just calm. All the student nurses were just calm. What just happened? And the funny thing was that some student nurses were crying. It's not even me trying to embarrass some student nurses, but I could understand. That was our first time in clinical posting, and I was supposed to cry actually because that was my first death experience, but I did not cry, and some student nurses were crying. I was like, you thought nursing was for jokes? Pack your load and go. That's the door, bitch.
Your things and leave. There's the door. There's the door, bitch.
And I did not cry. I was like, what? I'm not afraid anymore.
Not afraid anymore. I said I'm not afraid anymore.
And that happened, and we did and we got what's it called? We got screen and screened the bed, and we're doing the last office. Is that what it's called? The last office, yeah. And where you have to pack a lot of cotton wool inside all her openings, and I put cotton wool inside her nose and her vagina. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, her vagina, then closed her eyes because she died opening her eyes, and tied the legs and the hands, and that was it. I don't know why this guy is playing song. Oh God, goodness, I'm sick. I'm tired of you. So the patient. So we were not supposed to take the patient to the mortuary, but because we were curious now, first experience, so we wanted to know what was happening, how it happened. So we told the head assistant that wanted to follow her to go, because it was the job of the head assistant to carry the corpse to the mortuary. But like we sure wanted to know what was happening. We're curious now. Curiosity kills the cat too. But we wanted to die. And we carried the corpse to the mortuary, and that was it. When we got to the mortuary attendant was not around. We had to wait in a very dark place, because that place there was no light. The road leading to the mortuary, there was no light, so we had to stay in that dark place. And that was when I started getting scared. Like in that dark space, I was getting scared, waiting for the mortuary attendant to come, and we were just shout talking and all that though. Before I know what was happening, the thing shifted. If you see rays that I wanted to run, I wanted to pick rays. Say, shift where? In where? That was how we noticed that somebody was it was someone that actually touched the bed, and that was what made this thing to shake a little bit. He fast forward to when the mortuary attendant came, and I think he said we should when he saw the corpse, he opened the corpse and he said we should have not tied the hand, something. He said we are not supposed to tie the hand. Different hospitals with their different ways of doing things. Some tie the hand, why some don't tie the hand. When I mean tie the hand, it's like something like this, tying the hand together. So that was it. And throughout that night shift, all the student nurses were calm, like quiet, calm, and it was just funny. And even when I go to the hostel, my friend that I even followed there, like she was crying. I won't go to the hostel. I thought probably she would get over. I started my daily life, I started my daily routine and all that. I know that I don't have a heart. I'm a very heartless person. After everything, she has started my daily activity. My friend was still dull and calm. I was like, what's going on? What was doing this one? Then I think she said that was her first time. I said, me too, that was actually my first time. But different people have different way of reacting to situations, and I kind of get that, I understand that. So that was actually what happened during my clinical posting. And that was my first death experience in the ward. And yeah, I don't think I will ever get used to seeing people die. Seriously, I think that's the only way I'm having issues now in this nursing thing now. I'm not used to seeing people die like that. Do you get? And I really don't know how to express myself in the out, like where everybody is seeing me. So that's what happened. That was my first death experience in the world. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please, if you have gotten to this point, please do it to like my video, because this is what tells the algorithm that something is happening. This is what calls people in, like something's happening here. You're trying to tell YouTube, when you like my video, you're actually trying to tell YouTube that something's happening in this video should be seen, so it helps my video get more views. So please do it to like my video. I love you so much, besties. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.